When we detach from the outcome, we open the door to unexpected possibilities.
Have you ever found yourself tossing and turning the night before a big day, plagued by what-ifs and worst-case scenarios? Or perhaps spending hours rehearsing conversations that might never happen? It's a common experience, where the fear of not achieving what we desperately want can overwhelm us. But what if I told you that sometimes the secret to success is, surprisingly, not to care too much? Today, we're going to explore why releasing our grip on the outcome of our attempt can ironically lead to better results. When we talk about caring, we're referring to the reasonable amount of attention and effort we give to our tasks and relationships. It's about being present, involved, and doing what's necessary to foster growth and success. This form of caring is healthy and essential. It reflects a balanced approach to our goals and the people around us. This balance can tip when caring escalates into overcaring. Overcaring happens when our emotional investment in outcomes surpasses a healthy level, crossing into the territory where it becomes counterproductive. It's characterized by an obsessive focus on results, perfectionism, and a controlling attitude towards every detail, no matter how small. Overcaring can lead us to a state where the fear of failure or not meeting expectations takes over, leading to excessive stress and anxiety. This state is not only unhealthy, but can paradoxically undermine the very success we strive so hard to achieve. Understanding the distinction between caring and overcaring is crucial. While caring involves a positive engagement with your tasks, overcaring creates a suffocating environment for your goals and personal peace. It leads to burnout, diminishes creativity, and can cause decision paralysis, where you're so afraid of making the wrong choice that you end up making no choice at all. From a psychological standpoint, the stress induced by overcaring can significantly impede our performance. When we're overly invested in the outcomes, our brain operates under heightened stress levels. This condition triggers the release of stress hormones like cortisol, which, although useful in genuine fight-or-flight scenarios, can be crippling when we're trying to function in day-to-day situations. The impacts are wide-ranging. High cortisol levels can impair cognitive functions, reduce our ability to think clearly, and affect our memory. Being overly stressed can reduce our capacity to be rational and creative, as the brain diverts all its resources to manage the perceived threat. In this case, the possibility of failing to achieve the desired outcome. There's also the psychological concept of detachment, which refers not to disinterest, but to a kind of emotional distancing. By detaching, we reduce the stakes internally, not the effort we put into our tasks. This detachment can be incredibly freeing. It allows us to act with a clear mind and maintain our emotional and mental health, irrespective of external pressures or high stakes. Detachment also promotes resilience, the mental reservoir we draw from when things don't go as planned. By fostering a detached view, we condition ourselves to accept any outcome, thus reducing the fear of failure. This doesn't mean we don't strive to succeed or lower our standards, but rather, we keep our emotions from fluctuating wildly with every high and low in our journey. This steady emotional state supports sustained effort and a longer-term commitment to our goals, free from the draining effects of anxiety and stress. Setting expectations is an integral part of planning and preparing for any task. Expectations help us establish benchmarks for what we consider to be successful outcomes. But when these expectations are set too high or are unrealistic, they can lead to feelings of inadequacy and disappointment. Adjusting our expectations doesn't mean settling for less, but rather aligning our goals more realistically with our capabilities and circumstances. The problem arises when we cling too tightly to these expectations. For example, in a professional setting, you might expect to master a new skill within a very short time frame, and then feel frustrated and demotivated when you fail to meet this unrealistic timeline. This is a classic case of over-caring about the result without considering the learning curve involved in the process. Adjusting our expectations involves a conscious recognition of our limits and external variables. It means understanding that while goals give direction, flexibility in how those goals are achieved is essential. This flexibility allows us to adapt and respond to challenges and changes without feeling defeated. A balanced expectation acknowledges that setbacks are part of the process and that progress, not perfection, is a more beneficial and realistic goal. Focusing on the process rather than the outcome is a fundamental shift in how we approach our tasks and objectives. This approach emphasizes the value of the experience gained during the activity rather than the final product. When we concentrate on the process, we immerse ourselves in the present task, leading to a richer and more engaging experience. This immersion often results in higher quality outcomes because our attention is focused on doing our best every step of the way. For instance, consider the process of learning a new language. If you focus solely on the goal of fluency, you might find the journey daunting and filled with anxiety over every grammatical mistake. But if you shift your focus to the learning process, celebrating small victories like mastering a difficult pronunciation or understanding a conversation, then the journey becomes more enjoyable and less stressful. This enjoyment not only makes the process worthwhile, but also enhances your engagement, which is crucial for long-term retention and success. Focusing on the process also helps us develop patience and persistence, two key attributes that contribute significantly to achieving lasting success. By appreciating each moment of our effort, we cultivate a sense of accomplishment that is independent of the final outcome. This approach helps mitigate feelings of frustration and impatience, as we recognize value in the growth and learning that occur through our activities. This process-oriented mindset allows us to experiment and take risks without the fear of failure. When the outcome is not the sole measure of success, we become more willing to try innovative methods and explore new avenues. This openness leads to creativity and innovation, which are invaluable in both personal and professional growth. Learning to let go is a crucial skill in managing the balance between caring enough and over-caring. Letting go does not imply neglect or a lack of responsibility. Rather, it is about accepting that we cannot control every aspect of how things unfold. It involves understanding that our best effort is all we can offer, and beyond that, we must allow situations to evolve naturally. The practice of letting go starts with recognizing the signs of over-caring. These signs might include constant worry about the future, micromanaging every detail of a project, or feeling disproportionately upset by small setbacks. Acknowledging these behaviors is the first step towards changing them. Once we recognize these patterns, we can actively work on strategies to detach ourselves. This might involve setting clear boundaries for work and personal time, practicing mindfulness to stay present in the moment, or using relaxation techniques to manage stress. By consciously deciding to focus only on what we can influence, we empower ourselves to maintain effort without attachment to specific outcomes. Letting go is also about trusting the process. Trust that if you invest yourself in the process, the outcomes will naturally follow. It allows us to replace anxiety with confidence, knowing that relinquishing our grip on the results can lead to more organic and often more favorable outcomes. This trust not only reduces stress, but also enhances our overall well-being. The impact of stress on performance cannot be overstated. While a certain level of stress can motivate us to act and improve our performance, excessive stress does the opposite. It impairs our cognitive functions, leading to poorer decision-making, reduced creativity, and an inability to focus. These effects are particularly detrimental in environments that require mental clarity and innovative thinking. Stress affects us physically too. It can cause headaches, fatigue, and changes in appetite, which all detract from our ability to perform at our best. Emotionally, it can lead to irritability, depression, and a decrease in job satisfaction. which could spill over into personal relationships and overall quality of life. Managing stress, therefore, is essential. Techniques such as deep breathing exercises, regular physical activity, and sufficient sleep are proven methods to reduce stress. Furthermore, setting realistic goals, breaking tasks into manageable parts, and celebrating small achievements can help maintain motivation and reduce feelings of overwhelm. Incorporating regular periods of rest and recovery in our schedules is vital. These periods allow our minds and bodies to reset, which is crucial for long-term sustainability in any endeavor. By acknowledging the importance of downtime, we not only prevent burnout, but also maintain a higher level of performance consistently. Adopting a new mindset is often the key to breaking the cycle of overcaring and the stress associated with it. This shift involves moving from a fixed mindset, where one sees their abilities as static and unchangeable, to a growth mindset, which accepts challenges and sees failures as opportunities for growth and learning. The first step in developing a growth mindset is to reframe how we view setbacks. Instead of seeing them as insurmountable obstacles or reflections of personal inadequacies, we can view them as vital feedback in the learning process. This perspective encourages us to approach problems with curiosity rather than fear, which fosters innovation and resilience. Additionally, a growth mindset encourages persistence. When we believe that effort will lead to improvement, we're more likely to endure through difficulties. This persistence pays off over time, leading to greater achievements and a deeper sense of fulfillment. Cultivating this mindset requires practice and, often, a conscious effort to challenge our own preconceived notions about success and failure. It's also important to celebrate effort as much as achievement. Recognizing the hard work we put into tasks, regardless of the outcome, reinforces the value of persistence and effort. It shifts our focus from what we achieve to how we achieve it, which is more controllable and less likely to cause anxiety than focusing solely on outcomes. To effectively apply the philosophy of not overcaring, here are some practical tips that can be incorporated into everyday life. Set clear and defined goals. Break your main objectives into smaller, manageable tasks. This not only makes the tasks seem less daunting, but also provides clear direction and multiple opportunities for small successes, which can be motivating. Practice mindfulness and meditation. These practices help cultivate a present moment awareness, reducing worry about future outcomes and refocusing on the current task. Even a few minutes of mindfulness each day can reduce stress levels and improve your mental focus. Engage in regular physical activity. Exercise is a proven stress reducer. It helps clear the mind, increases energy levels, and improves overall physical health, making it easier to handle mental and emotional challenges. Establish a routine. Consistency can greatly reduce stress. By establishing a routine, you eliminate the need to make constant decisions about when and how tasks are completed, freeing up mental energy for focusing on the performance of the task itself. Learn to delegate. Recognize that you don't have to manage everything alone. Delegating tasks when possible not only lightens your load, but also helps build trust and teamwork among colleagues or family members. Take time for self-reflection. Regularly take time to reflect on your experiences, focusing on what you learned rather than on what you achieved. This can reinforce the growth mindset and help you make more informed decisions in the future. By implementing these strategies, you can enjoy a more balanced life, experiencing less stress, and achieving more satisfaction in your endeavors. As you practice these tips, you'll likely find that not only do your results improve, but your journey towards those results becomes more enjoyable and fulfilling. Adopting daily practices that promote a healthier approach to how we manage our tasks and relationships is key to overcoming the tendency to overcare. By incorporating specific habits into our daily routine, we can gradually shift our focus from outcomes to enjoying and learning from the process. Firstly, journaling can be a powerful tool. It allows us to express our thoughts and feelings, track our progress, and reflect on our experiences. Writing down our worries and achievements daily helps to put things in perspective, showing us that while not every day will be perfect, each day provides valuable lessons. Additionally, journaling about what we did well can boost our confidence and reinforce the benefits of focusing on the process rather than just the results. Setting daily intentions is another effective practice. Each morning, decide what you want to focus on for the day. This could be as simple as maintaining a positive attitude, focusing on being present in each task, or being kind to yourself and others. Setting intentions helps guide your actions throughout the day, aligning them with your overall goals and values rather than just the outcomes of specific tasks. Regular relaxation techniques such as deep breathing, yoga, or short walks can help manage stress and maintain mental clarity. These activities help to center our thoughts and relieve the pressure that builds up from our daily tasks and responsibilities. By regularly engaging in relaxation techniques, we allow ourselves the space to step back from stressful situations and gain a clearer, more balanced perspective. As we conclude our exploration of why letting go of overcaring leads to better results, it's important to remember that this isn't about caring less or lowering our standards. Instead, it's about caring wisely, placing our energy and emotions in the right places and allowing ourselves to be driven by passion rather than fear. The journey towards achieving this balance is personal and ongoing. It requires self-awareness, practice, and a commitment to continuous growth. The strategies discussed, from adjusting our expectations and focusing on the process, to adopting daily practices that promote mental health, all contribute to this goal. Let us take these insights and apply them to our lives, experimenting with each approach to see what best helps us reduce stress and increase satisfaction in our daily endeavors. As you implement these changes, observe how they affect your work and your relationships. You may find that as you let go of the pressure to perform to certain standards, your true potential can unfold more fully and effortlessly. I invite you to share your experiences and insights. What changes have you noticed? How has shifting your focus from outcomes to processes impacted your life and work? Your stories can inspire others to start on this path and discover the profound impact of not overcaring. Together, let's accept a balanced approach to caring that enriches our lives and everything we do. Thank you for joining me on this journey. And remember, sometimes, the best way to achieve more is simply by caring a little less about the outcome and a little more about the journey.